An evil force of infinite power is changing the course of all timelines so that they lead to the same end, a world-ending apocalypse. This Chrono Crisis leads us to Hearthstone's newest expansion, Across the Timeways. Hey everyone, my name is Edward Goodwin and I'm a game designer on Hearthstone. Across the Timeways is all about time travel, so we're giving you the power to rewrite history and meet iconic Warcraft characters from alternate timelines. With all of time headed towards disaster, Chromie of the Bronze Dragonflight is on the case. She's discovered the villain behind it all is Murozond, leader of the Infinite Dragonflight. She must race against time to stop him, and will need all the help she can get. Chromie will travel across the timeways to assemble a team of ultimate heroes to help us in this fight. And here's one now, Ranger General Sylvanas.
Sylvanas is a character that needs no introduction, but you might have a few questions, like what is Fabled, or why isn't she a little more undead?
Fabled is a new keyword coming in Across the Timeways. Since the threat we face is so great, our Fabled heroes are bringing extra legendary cards with them that immediately slot in your deck. This Sylvanas from the past is joined by her two sisters, Verisa and Illyria. The Windrunner sisters aid each other in battle, increasing the strength of their effects when played together.
Sisters, my arrows shall strike down our foes.
Sylvanas hasn't had her fateful encounter with Arthas yet, so she's still alive and kicking as a High Elf Ranger. Likewise, Silvermoon City bears its classic blue coloring, as opposed to the modern red design it adopted after the Scourge attack. The Windrunners aren't the only ones from this timeline joining the fight against Murozond. Check out Arrow Retriever. This beautiful Dragonhawk will help hunters keep up the pressure on their opponents.
The Fabled legendaries for each class come from different timelines. Some we know, and some we've never seen before from Warcraft's past or future. Check out Paladin's Fabled legendary, Gelbin of Tomorrow. He's from a distant future where Gnomeregan has become a high-tech city powered by holy magic. That magic's preserved Gelbin's mind for millennia, and now he leads the gnomish people from the cockpit of a massive, holy-powered mech.
Gelbin is a great example of how wild things get on Chromie's recruitment drive through time and space. Gelbin might look and sound a little different, but he's still the same brilliant inventor and beloved ruler we all know and love.
Gelbin's battle cry packs a serious punch. And that's before you've seen his two legendary auras. And if you feel like you've missed out by drawing them too early, don't worry. We added Tradable to both, letting you decide how to best use them. Paladins also get Chronological Aura, which summons Dragon Guardians with Taunt each turn. Our last reveal for Paladin is Manifested Timeways, a strong payoff that deals damage to all enemies if you control an aura. Fabled's not the only keyword coming this expansion. Ever wish you could replay a card? Now you can, with Rewind. Oops. Whew, much better. Rewind lets you replay cards with random effects to try for a better outcome. Semi-Stable Portal is like Unstable Portal, but with Rewind. Get a Wisp when you first cast this card? No worries. Rewind time and maybe you'll get a Ragnaros. Portal Vanguard draws and buffs a random minion from your deck. Not the one you wanted? Send it back for a new one.
Step forth into the Timeways.
For this new time travel mechanic, we were inspired by the sand theme seen in World of Warcraft and other games. When it came to bringing Rewind to life, we designed the UI with the idea of turning an hourglass on its side to make an infinity symbol. It felt like the perfect visual for controlling the timeline. We gave it this worn, dark, wooden look with metal casing to contrast with the bright golden sand. When you play a Rewind card, magical sand fills the hourglass, freezing time while you make your choice. Either keep the result, which breaks the hourglass and lets time flow again, or rewind the timeline, causing the golden sand to sweep across the screen and turn back time. There's a bunch of different characters and settings in this expansion, but keep an eye out for the swirling magical sand. It really helps tie everything together.
Fabled and Rewind bring a lot of time travel hijinks to this new expansion, but we've also got other ways you get to manipulate the fabric of time. Here's Timeway Warden, who imprisons a minion for 10,000 turns. Illidan would be proud.
No one can escape time.
You know how in time travel stories, when something goes wrong, you end up with two versions of the same person? Well, Warlocks are doing that on purpose with Divergence. It splits a minion in two. Try it with cards that have powerful effects like Ysera or Farak.
My hatred cannot be contained.
What would a time travel set be without Time Lord Nozdormu? As Warcraft fans know, he's the aspect of time and the guardian of the Timeways. But there's a possible future where he becomes the corrupted Murozond, the dragon who caused all this mess.
No fate.
Nozdormu's voice line reflects his hope that even a destiny that dark can still be changed. Two other cards that play into the theme of alternate timeline versions of the same character are Soldier of the Bronze and Soldier of the Infinite. As warriors on opposite sides of this conflict, we had them mirror each other in stats, voice lines, and color.
Bronze uses warm, sand-like tones like Nozdormu, and plays defensively with taunt and doubling health, while Infinite features cool blues and silvers like Murozond and strikes aggressively with rush and doubling attack. They really are two sides of the same coin.
Ready to jump into the Timeways? Log in now for a free copy of Mr. Clocksworth. He really embodies the rewind mechanic, letting you turn back the clock up to 3 times. Pre-purchase and sequence bundles are available now. Grab both pre-purchase bundles for a free golden legendary. Head to the shop before time runs out. Finally, try out these new cards early in the Across the Timeways pre-release Tavern Brawl, starting October 28th, a full week before the expansion launches on November 4th Pacific Time. Thanks for watching, and see you in the tavern. Was that good?
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Does anyone have a broom?